Alright, I'm about to begin this segment of a comparison between Walmart and Target. Over here we see a long description of everything that they do, so I'll try to keep it brief and pithy. If you were to step inside a Walmart or a Sam's Club, you're going to find basically a discount store that sells grocery items, baby goods, clothes, shoes, electronics, home improvement items, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, pet goods, sporting goods, just about anything you can think of for one-stop shopping. And around the country, you're going to find 11,593 stores under 63 banners in 28 countries, as well as a very robust website. And the store was founded in Bentonville, Arkansas, and right now works with as well Sam's Wholesale Market and a partnership with Lowe's. Target. Same thing, but a little less diverse portfolio. If you were to step inside a Target, you will find a mixture of grocery goods, clothing items, electronics, appliances, and various other things and services. Around the country, you're going to find 1,800 stores, and the headquarters is in Minneapolis, Minnesota. On this slide, we're going to find different valuations between Walmart and Target. Their 12-month trailing metric price-to-earnings ratio is at 21.70, and Target's is 12. What can we get from this? Target is actually valued less than Walmart right now, and a forward PE is at 19.50 and 13.58, which means that they'll probably be a little more undervalued in the next 2 quarters. But right now, they're probably fairly valued right now. Price of sales right now is at 55 for Walmart and 0.47 for Target. Usually anything under 1 does signify that both stores are undervalued. Probably because retail is not exactly a hot market right now. Price to book value for Walmart is 3.54 and price to book for Target is 2.95. These are pretty low, which means that both companies do have some cash available if they need to pay for assets in the short term. And the market capitalization for Walmart right now is a robust $269.74 billion, while market cap for Target is $32.72 billion. Right now, Target is only about a fraction the size of Walmart, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's weak, but it just means that their presence isn't as widespread. Share statistics. Shares outstanding right now for Walmart is almost 3 billion, while the number of shares outstanding for Target is 546.23 million. So this means that basically Target has less shares outstanding. Their float, which is the shares available for trading for Walmart, is 1.46 billion, so that's about 40% of the shares outstanding. Well, Target's float is about 545.53 million, which is just about almost all shares, just about. Which I imagine is the reason why Walmart has less shares available is probably because a lot of people put Walmart into their pensions and retirement. The short ratio right now for Walmart is 5.86, while the short ratio for Target is about 5.08, so they're about the same. And the share of percentage of float for Walmart is 2.89%, while Target is about 8%. So that means that right now more people are shorting Target stock than they are Walmart. And the share short for Walmart is about almost 42 million, while Target's is about 44 million. Well, let's look at the balance sheet now. How much cash does Walmart have? A very robust $6.47 billion, while Target's is about a third at $2.29 billion. Cash per share is 2.17, while cash per share for Target is about 4. Walmart carries on its balance sheet about $48 billion, while Target carries about $12 billion, which probably means that Walmart has been doing a lot of growing recently. And the debt to equity for Walmart is about 60.72, while Target carries 110 debt per its equity. And the current ratio for Walmart is about 0.78, while Target is about 0.91, which means that they are able to pay their short-term bills fairly well if they need to. And Walmart's earnings per share right now is about 4.16, and the target is 4.95, which means they are generating about a good amount of revenue and profit. Income statement. Walmart's revenue for the last 12 months has been about $490 billion, while Target's is about near 70 billion. Their quarterly revenue growth for the year over year is 2%, while Target's year-over-year revenue growth, quarterly revenue growth, is about 1.6%. So right now, Walmart is outperforming Target just a little bit, and quarterly earnings growth year over year is about negative 23%. So earnings has actually been on the decline for Walmart in the past year, while Target's earnings growth has only declined about 1%. I'm not sure if maybe just had a bad Christmas year or something. And Walmart's EBITDA score is about 32.87 billion, while Target's EBITDA is about 7.14 billion. And I put down income taxes paid as a because Walmart, for my size, Walmart paid about $1.5 billion in taxes, while Target's taxes paid was about $308 million. Now, I didn't see in the balance sheet exactly where the taxes went to, if it was state, federal, or local. But from all the demagoguing we've been hearing about how corporations don't pay taxes, I thought it'd be interesting to point that out, that these two companies do pay a good amount of their revenues in taxes. And on to management effectiveness. The return on assets from Walmart lately has been 7%, while Target's is about 8%. So we're seeing a good amount of growth from Target. And Walmart's return on equity has been 17%, while Target's has been at 24.51%. So management seems to be pretty effective at Target lately. And some miscellaneous stats. Walmart's beta is 0.06, and Target's has been 0.41. Anything under 1 basically suggests that that their stock has been pretty stable and not incredibly volatile lately. The last split from Walmart is back in April 20th, 1999, and the last split from Target was back in July 20th, 2000. The fact that it's been so long since they had a split pretty much means that both companies believe that investors do believe that their shares are perceived to be fairly valued, and that they don't need to split their share value in order to convince people that the stock is cheap or not expensive. Similar to how Netflix a few years ago split their share price from $400 down to $100. Institutional ownership. Hedge funds own about 30% of the shares outstanding on Walmart, while institutions have a large stake in Targets with nearly 86% of the total shares outstanding. And insider ownership is at 52.79% for Walmart, where we see about less than 1% from Target, which means that a lot of people who work for Walmart are very heavily invested in the company they work for. And over here we have my Works Cited page on where I got my data.